Welcome to another episode with Talks with Toe. It's so great to be back this week again. And these are my guests over here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Salvatore Soneloro, class of 2029. I'm currently a freshman at Lynn University.
Jackson Butterworth, class of 2026. Here I am for my senior year, and so far the senior year is off to a great start.
Same here. I'm originally supposed to be the class of 2025, but I moved over to 26, so I'm still good with that.
Yeah, and it's just one semester, right?
Yeah, I just got after this semester, then I graduate officially next year in May.
Okay,
Cool.
good.
Okay.
So we got you around for a little longer. We'd love to hear that.
Facts. All right, so today we're going to talk about religion and just finding Christ and how Christ has played a huge role in our lives. Salvatore, I know you told me that you're a big believer and big follower in Christ and the Lord.
Yes.
Trying to explain to us what that path is like.
Well, it's definitely a challenging path. I feel like the more I follow Christ, the more I feel like demons have been attacking me in certain ways, and like the more I feel foreign to the landscape around me, the more I try and get closer to God, I could feel like something is trying to pull at me to take that relationship that I have with him away from me. But the biggest thing you can do is, no matter what trials you are going through in life, or no matter what is going on, to just pray and pray and pray and pray and have faith, and things will get better. The Lord will deliver you from trials.
That's real. That's real. If you believe in God, if you trust him, he's gonna guide you through the darkest times in life. I used to question God a lot, when I was younger, but now, I'm 22 years old right now.
Yeah.
I'm using God, more in my life than I did before, because before I wanted to make decisions on my own, saying I'm a man of my own destiny, one man or individual does not control my destiny, but now, just seeing God's work and miracle, him guiding me through the darkest times, I'm trusting him more than ever, leading to, my 30s. I'm still in my early 20s, but I'm trusting God more. I still believe in myself. I'm not saying, I don't believe in myself, but I'm just using God. God will guide me through the darkest of times.
Yeah.
He knows the answers to the questions you don't even understand yet. And he understands your soul better than you know it. Even when I'm around toxic family or friend groups, God has found a way to protect me and shield me away from that negative energy to some extent. Although I didn't see it, but now I actually see the signs now.
Yeah.
He's truly protected me from a lot.
I feel like I share a bit with your story. Like when I was younger, I didn't I was baptized a Catholic. I grew up in a Christian school, but then I felt like when I was younger, there came a point because I grew up in a Christian school, that made me almost not believe in God at first, because I felt like it was just being pushed down my throat. And then there's just have been certain key moments in my life, I feel that brought me closer to the Lord, like after I left my Christian elementary school.
Yeah.
But could I change up the topic real quick, please?
I mean, we're off to a good start, though.
All
but
right.
If you want
Well,
to change
I had a
can.
question before,
I mean, you can. You can change it.
I would at least like to hear.
Yeah.
what
I
you'd
was
like
gonna
to
say, how's Lynn going so far for you guys? How do you feel?
I mean, at first, Lynn was quite an experience. It was
to
quite
say the least.
it was quite an experience.
Yeah.
Just going here to Lynn every year. I'm a senior. I'm even surprised I've lasted this long at Lynn. There are times where I just wanted to transfer because
Things happen.
I mean, this school is very, very unique. That's the best
For
way I
real.
could say it. Is
Very special.
This school is very unique, bro. But sometimes unique in a good way, and sometimes in a very interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
But never in a bad way, but very interesting and very unrealistically unique.
Absolutely.
And I feel just because of we have such a global and diverse community, that it adds to this.
Oh, I don't think you understand the type of unique both of us are talking
well,
about.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
But you'll figure it out as you like.
What kind of
as stay
unique are
here.
you guys talking about? Elaborate a little.
I think you might have to like just figure that one out for yourself.
Yeah.
Like
You'll pick up on it real soon.
Yeah.
really soon.
But wait,
I guess.
What was your question? How has our experience at Lynn
Yeah,
been?
how have your guys' experiences been overall so far?
I mean, if you just stay on campus, you're gonna go crazy. But you have to go out. Like it's not even a debate. You have to
Yeah.
go out. You don't even gotta go clubbing. If you just like going out somewhere to the park, or even somewhere like nice in Boca or Delray, you're at least doing something because
Explore the map.
Yes.
there's no way you can just like stay on campus. Like,
You know what I
Well,
realized?
Any college you go to, any college, experience you have, to just stay on campus the full 4 years.
That's crazy.
Just
That's
doing
wild.
that, nah, you're not gonna thrive anywhere. You're going to absolutely go insane. It's
Yeah.
Your universe is just gonna practically be your psych ward at that
Yeah.
point.
Facts.
I've really realized like so far that it's like so hard to get around without a car here.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no, it's damn near impossible. Like I
Yeah.
literally got my car like this summer, cause like over the years I was just too lazy to drive. It's not like I was scared to drive. I was just lazy as fuck to like get a license. But driving is so easy, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
and my parents keep saying that driving is not as easy as you think. I'm like, I can drive the main road with my eyes closed without even making a single mistake.
Yeah, same here.
Literally, I drove a place that was like 12 minutes away without making a single mistake. The one mistake I made was going 55 on the highway. That's the
Dude.
one mistake I made.
So going too slow.
Yeah, going too slow.
What is like the fastest you've ever gone, both of
80,
you?
80 miles on the highway.
On the
80
highway, the fastest I've gone, no cap, like 115 miles an hour.
That's
At night-
120.
At night when there was like literally no one on the highway.
Word.
Ethan, remember Ethan, the previous guy?
Yeah.
It was me, Ethan, and like 3 other guys, and we wanted to get to Lynn fast. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and I swear it was like from West Palm to back here to Lynn, 45-minute drive. I swear I made that shit in like 30 minutes.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like when I first like cracked 80, like 70 on the highway, it was a little bit nerve wracking, but later on like it just became easy.
Yeah,
Because-
I go 80 like pretty much in the left lane, the fast lane. Yeah, I go 80 like minimum. now.
My favorite
Yeah.
lane to go to is the middle lane, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Middle
so
lane, it's the most dangerous one, but
it's really not that dangerous.
What about the express lane?
I've never gone to express lane yet.
you need the right like kind of badges, like you need to pay for the
Yeah.
express stuff. It is a worthy investment if you are a Florida resident and you like to get to point A to point B a lot, and if point A to point B happens to be pretty far away, it's pretty much a necessity.
Yeah, but like I've only been on like the tollway and the highway once, but every time I drive is always on the main road.
Mhm.
The main road I'm going like a cool like 45 to 50, so I'm going at like a very decent
Yeah.
speed. The highway, like I'm used to going at 70 now since I've done it once.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can go 70 like without making a single mistake on the highway. The only mistake I'll make is like if I miss an exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know how to correct that. Go to another exit. It might take you another additional 20 to 30 minutes, but go to a different exit, go around the roundabout, then like you're back to like, on your own side.
That's so annoying though, bro. Like that's happened to me before. Like you just like you're in the zone, you're vibing, you're just driving on the highway, and you're like, oh shit, I missed my exit.
Yeah,
Bro.
it sucks, bro. I
does.
literally almost missed my exit, but because like I remember everything my instructor taught me, like if you're trying to make a turn or change lanes, always turn on your not traffic lights. Turn on your signal lights.
Yeah, signal
Yeah.
lights.
I
Yeah.
hate it when motherfuckers don't turn on their signal lights.
I
It's
know,
dangerous,
dude. That
like-
pisses me off.
Like, bro, like
Very dangerous.
if you want to change lanes, just turn on your signal lights. Don't just like jump and just cut in front of the person. That's how accidents happen.
Have you guys ever cut up?
I've never cut.
No.
Like never.
Define cut up.
Like driving fast, switching through lanes.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff?
I do it pretty much regularly.
I mean,
Yeah.
if my guy's driving too slow at front of them, of course I'm gonna cut up.
Yeah, but
But-
no, I cut up regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's if my guy's driving too slow.
Yeah.
Because there are moments on the main road where a dude is driving at 20, bro. I'll let you honk the horn. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like everyone's moving. Like you need to move. Yeah. I hate it when some drivers drive too slow, bro. Like,
Word.
Like, bro, if you can't drive, then don't drive.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people in Florida that can't drive for shit, bro.
Statistically, we are the worst drivers. So
I'm
Yeah.
surprised, dude. Everyone goes fast here, it seems like.
Bro, there was one time where like I was driving like here in Florida, like well, a taxi was driving me, and then I just saw one dude literally he couldn't even stay in the middle lane, bro. He was in between the middle and the right lane. I was like, and he was going slow as fuck. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, bro, you trying to drive or just like, show off? And then
Right.
like when he got close to a little bit, he started like speed up.
I hate those drivers.
I'm like, bro,
Assholes.
they're
Yeah.
assholes, but they can't drive for
Yeah.
shit.
absolutely. But wait, so you asked him, and it was basically a question for all. Our experience at Lynn so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm a senior now. I've been going here all 4 years.
same here.
My whole time here at Lynn has been interesting. Trials, tribulations, a lot of progress. And I got into a few other colleges in different areas of the
Yeah.
world. One in South Carolina, one in North Carolina, one in Connecticut, one in California too, and two other ones here in Florida. One in Jacksonville, one here, and one Stetson. That's in DeLand, Florida. And I think a bit just important as the college itself, no matter if it's Ivy League, whatever, is what area it's in. Where in part of the world are you? Are you in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere where it takes 30 minutes to drive to, a place of like a metropolitan city with opportunities, with places to go and do, to go out or whatever.
Yeah.
Boca is literally like the perfect place, like just South Florida in general. It's all very interesting. I mean, GTA 6 is going to be modeled
yeah.
and created
Oh yeah.
after this.
Oh hell yeah, bro. I
I'm
saw the
100%
trailer.
buying it.
Yeah.
I need to
I
get
can't
that
wait,
game
bro.
as soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I think the pre-order's available now, but
Yeah.
But-
It keeps getting delayed, dude. It was supposed to be released in like April, bro.
that's just what Rockstar does. They've done that with almost every single of their latest
I
games.
feel it's
Even
coming
the-
out though.
Wait, is Blade Rockstar like the Blade Marvel game?
It's Marvel.
Rockstar Studios, Rockstar Games is what makes GTA.
Oh,
All the
okay.
GTA games and Red Dead Redemption games.
Nah, Red Dead Redemption was really good. The
Yeah,
second one was
no.
really fucking good.
Yeah, they delayed that multiple times. It was supposed to come out like a year before, it's supposed to be released. But once it's out forever. And then online happens, and then game breaking history, begins. But my time here at Lynn, it's been very interesting to say the least. And out of all the other colleges I've gotten into, I would say I did make the right choice with Lynn, because of Boca and because of the opportunities
And
I've been
because
given.
of the flexible class schedule.
The flexible class schedule, because I did do my fair share of not really doing nothing, just kind of going to the gym, just doing class, and then with all this extra time, just goofing off, being with people, whatever. And some of the time, a lot of the times, it was like good, genuine downtime. But I did have a proficient, kind of work history throughout my time here in college, and I planned this whole
That's
senior
good.
year to, it's arguably your most important year.
Oh yeah,
And
very important.
I'm the head of outreach for the investment club. I'm the event coordinator for the business club, and I'm doing a little bit of modeling in Palm Beach. So I've been meeting crazy connections, like Trump's lawyer, all these CEOs
Whoa.
of like top companies.
Big man, big man.
Yeah.
How
and
do you feel that it's your senior year?
I feel it did feel like 3 years. I would say the worst one was maybe my junior year, but because I would just say my junior year was, but it did have its amazing moments, obviously. But how do I feel that it's my senior year? I think Toby can relate on this. This is the beginning. I don't plan to go to masters, like grad school, because my
Yeah,
parents, said, we're not going to pay
It's
for
too,
that.
it's too much money. Like I don't want my parents to be paying that much money
Yeah.
for masters. Like after I do finish my senior year, I'm just probably gonna go into the workforce and just work for a little bit before I decide to like go do my masters. But if I don't need to do my masters, then I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, and there are certain things, if you work with certain companies and everything, they'll actually help pay for your masters, and they'll give you the time you need, depending on what you do, to do your master's. So if it's a route like that, I'd absolutely do it. Or
Yeah.
if I end up making a good amount of money, if master's is a thing I should do to just make more money, I'd absolutely do that.
Yeah.
So, but this is technically, my last year of being a college student, of having my parents pay for basically my rent, the dorms, meal plan, whatever,
Yeah.
and I'm in charge of all my other expenses and everything.
I know that's a lot of money for your parents. Even
Oh, yeah,
my
it is.
parents, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
It
money.
is. I mean, it's like fucking
Overall, that's gonna
minimum
be,
50K a
It's
year.
I was
insane.
gonna say 60K.
Yeah,
but
60K a year. So it's like literally like $3,500 for all 4 years. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
To be considered in the top 1% here of American earners, even just worldwide, is 350 to 400,000 a year.
It's crazy.
So
Wow.
400,000 a year is more than you think, and it is a good amount of money. But it feels a little weird in the case of I just know this time really is gonna go by pretty fast. Junior
Really
year
fast.
did kind of go by in a blur. Like when I'm like thinking of my freshman and sophomore year, those years did go by like a very good duration. It wasn't fast or slow. It was just right. Junior year, that was an absolute blur.
Yeah,
And,
same here.
Because there's an old saying, and this is arguably one of the best kind of advice or whatever life lessons I've heard. The older you get, faster time goes.
Yes.
So, didn't it feel like whenever you were turning 5 to 6, like that year, like I remember when I was like
It was a
5 to
blur.
6, no, but like it just felt like, wow, like a year has passed. Like that felt, it just, I remember that being that young and just feeling like a year was so like long. But, when we're compared to when we're like in our 60s, 70s, 75 going to 76, that year is going to go by a little fast. But senior year, after this, in exactly 8 months from now, I'll be handling my diploma and I'm going to have to get a job. I'm going to be just like every other person, over the age of 23, 22
In
who-
America.
in America, but America has it great compared to other countries
Yeah.
because,
But
whatever.
the job force here in America is actually harder than people think it is. Like, I applied to damn near 100 jobs this summer. I was lucky to get one.
Exactly.
That's how
That's
crazy
crazy.
and bad like the job inflation is. Well, not inflation. Like the job force is
Yeah.
like in America. Like, you can be the best possible option like for the position you're applying to, but still not get the job.
What
which is
kind of
crazy.
jobs did you apply for?
Like real jobs, like working at business, like corporate companies, media companies,
Yeah.
or even some local jobs, like working at Target, TJ Maxx, or even like some like restaurants, like local jobs like that. And I still didn't get those jobs when I was like the right person for it.
What is like your ideal thing to do to make money?
I'll say work at a corporate company or a media company. That's where you're gonna make the most money
Yeah.
because that job is pretty ideal if you want to like make more money and provide for your family. Like working at TJ Maxx or like a restaurant, that's not something you want to work for long term.
Yeah. Like temporary, whatever, while you're in school, high school, college, or if this is all you have, the only opportunity you can get, grind that, get as much money as you can, pay your expenses and everything, but have a plan to escape that,
Yeah.
And, me and Toby are currently going through that. I'm starting to apply for jobs post graduation, reaching out on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I'm networking professionally.
Yeah,
And what were you gonna say?
say what you're about to say.
Oh, I was just gonna go on with that, but yeah, no, the job market is very difficult, and each generation does in a way get poorer. Back then, like literally our grandfathers could work like a job like TJ Maxx. Like
Yeah.
you said, inflation does have something to do with it. They could
Yeah.
work at like TJ Maxx or something. They could buy themselves a house, be fine, buy themselves a car or two, and they would be fine. But every generation, inflation, is always exponentially growing. Growing. Jobs that don't exist anymore compared to then, and jobs that exist now that people, like our grandfathers, could not even fathom, and it's going to happen to us when we're old. But it is very difficult, and
very, very difficult.
and it's highly competitive too.
Yeah.
Very
'Cause,
competitive.
if you want to get into something extremely high paying and business oriented like
you gotta
me,
be really good at that profession if you want to like get the job. You
Yeah,
gotta be really good.
and you got to be highly qualified. You need to get the right license. You need to get the right certification.
It's very competitive out there.
Yeah.
And you're going up with also a lot of people who went to better schools than you. Lynn
Yeah.
is not a target school by any means.
Yeah, Lynn is like an easy school to go to. Like if
It's-
you're talking about really competitive, like Harvard, Princeton, or even like
Just-
Boston University, those are competitive schools.
Or even just University of Florida, like some of like the top even public universities in the world with like an acceptance rate of like 30%. Because all those Ivy League schools you mentioned are 10 and lower, but
But they're
Lynn is
really
like
good schools.
80%. So, and there's a lot more colleges out there than you think. Lynn compared to a Ivy League school on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being an Ivy League school, we fall in the 4 to 4.5 category.
Yeah.
I feel like we fall in between like the 3 and the 2 category compared to an Ivy League.
You honestly could argue and say that. I was like 4 to 4.5.
I personally love like the laid back lifestyle of Lynn. Like I feel like as a freshman, like it's a good way for me to like explore like this like newfound freedom of like a young adult, you know, sort of living on your own. I mean, still obviously with roommates and a little like, you know, help, but I just like I like the ability of like having more of a laid back schedule because it really makes you like learn how to utilize your freedom in the best way and to like to really like develop like, you know, time management skills and stuff and self-control and like because if you don't really like develop something or like find things to do or like work towards a goal or something, then you're gonna drive yourself insane.
Yeah, but if you went to an Ivy League college, you would not have freedom at all.
Yeah.
You have to do like 6 or 7 classes a day. Well, not that many. You have to do that many in like Ivy League schools or like less.
You definitely work a lot harder than Lynn does. I have a
Okay.
couple friends in Ivy League schools. They run me through their, you know, daily schedules. They don't have a block system like how Lynn does. They find the block system very odd actually, and just compared, you know, from an Ivy League standpoint, they find that just incredibly just so easy and just very laid back. They just find that very laid back.
And they said that's a problem.
They said that is a somewhat of a problem because, you know, it's so laid back. I mean, if you're not doing anything else, if you're just sitting around not doing anything with all this free time or just hanging out with people, then yeah, you know, if you have an internship, if you're working, you know, a job that is actually like good for a resume and you kind of know what you want to do, you know, you got to leverage your time. And Lynn does offer that, you know, 2.5 hours of school plus homework, 3.5 hours max a day, Monday through Thursday. You have Fridays and the weekends off.
It's amazing.
No, that's amazing. But I get why your friends will say like it's a little bit too easy down here.
Yeah.
Like if they want to like, you know, take their careers a little bit serious, like
they take their careers very serious and come from crazy, you know, prestigious families and everything.
Okay, so that's why
they just have like very high standards and high work ethic. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. I have some family members that like that too. Like,
yeah, I have nothing but the utmost respect for people like that.
Yeah,
I admire that.
Yeah, even my cousins that go to the UK or like, you know, some cousins back in Nigeria, like my home country, like they went to very serious schools. Like they take their careers very seriously. So I understand that.
Yeah, and yeah, if you are coming from an Ivy League school, you know, you're gonna get like a very serious, high paying, you know, position with a lot of responsibilities. But this is another thing. I went to career centers to get like draft a good resume and everything, and they even said there were Ivy League people, you know, right out of college, who also were struggling to find jobs, and it's because they had a lack of experience.
Yeah.
So experience is just as valuable as any college degree from anywhere. And if it's the right experience, I mean, just working at like Chipotle, some fast food place, it does do something, it dents it, but it doesn't have like a big impact. Like if you showed that you worked at TJ Maxx, Starbucks, and McDonald's to a finance firm,
they're not gonna.
They're gonna
laugh you out of the room, bro.
They're gonna laugh at you, roll up your resume in a paper ball, and shoot it in the trash can.
So they're just gonna throw that shit in the dumpster, bro. Like you work at a McDonald's and a Chick-fil-A, and you put that as your resume to a big time, like, you know, law firm that makes like, let's just say like How much do lawyers make? I know it's a lot of money.
I
Like
They
think
usually have a-
300,000 a year.
They usually
about.
have a salary plus any like fees that they get from their clients and court fees.
Alright.
So, but they can per case they could make like 10 to 30,000
so
for
they
a
make
case.
30,000 a year.
No,
I-
a
I
case.
A case.
So if
Oh,
they
that's
have
a
like
lot.
one case a month, that's 30,000 a month.
That's crazy. Dog.
So yeah, no, lawyer,
That's
you need the
nuts.
certifications. You know, you're
Yeah.
getting a lot of certifications for a very long time. Lawyer route is one way to go. With finance, you need what's called the Series 7, Series 6, Series 6.5, the SIE, and
Yeah.
anyone can really take those. That's the thing with finance. You don't need a college diploma, but having a business degree or a finance degree, and if you want to get into anything in finance, it would definitely help. But
Yeah.
With all this being said, honestly, it does show like how Lynn may be easy academically, but again, it's like harder in other ways because of all this free time. So like, you
gotta
guys are
find ways
saying
to be
how like,
creative with it.
what?
You gotta find ways to be creative with your
You
free
got to be
time.
find ways to creative with your time, and like where we may lack in academics a little bit. You have to really like build your character and build other like interpersonal skills and stuff to like make yourself look good to
Exactly.
the market.
exactly.
Because currently, right now, I'm applying to like media companies, like even podcast studios, like as an intern.
Yeah.
But mostly media companies because I need like experience. I need to learn like the media business inside and out. Literally, I'm sending my resume. My resume like has experience with me like working at studios, having a podcast, and having like a very solid like foundation here at Lynn University with my professors and with the work I do for them. So
Yeah.
so my resume is pretty solid. Like if your employers are looking at it and looking to like hire.
Do you happen to have your resume like on your phone or anything?
Yeah,
Can I
have
look
it
at
sa-
it real
Yeah,
quick?
I have it saved on my files.
I have like no resume.
Really?
No, not right
Yeah,
now.
you gotta work on
You need
that.
to-
I mean, I have work experience. I just like didn't compile it yet.
Yeah, you need to
No,
work
you
on that,
should
bro.
ASAP.
Yeah, you need to work on that ASAP. Okay, this is the right one. Okay, here you go. But yeah, resume is very,
Okay.
very important, bro. If you want to
Yeah.
get like a serious job, you need to work on a resume ASAP.
My end goal is to like have my own business within the next like couple years.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You want to have your own business, but you're gonna need money to fund that business.
I know.
So you need to work. You need to work to like get that money.
Yeah. Well, certain businesses has a low startup capital. It's just if a business has a low startup capital, then you have to like utilize. It's gonna take more time to get sales and
So
such.
It is pretty solid.
Yeah, my resume, no joke, bro. Bro, like I said, like if you have a solid business capital, then you'll be good.
I'm saying like there are businesses you could start with like 500 or less. I was talking with
$500
or less.
What
For
business?
certain
is-
I was talking with you earlier. The AI agents.
AI agent.
AI has like really been taking over the industry and stuff, and
Uh,
you really like
I
don't
mean,
need.
AI is a tool for like businesses, not really like a physical like person that's going to like take over a business. Like really a tool. Like say like Siri is a tool on the phone.
Mhm.
That's not a real person. Like
It's not.
sometimes people forget that technology is not like real. Like it's really just a tool.
Yeah, it is. That's how we've always intended technology, and that's
Yeah.
how it will be. Just
Yeah,
can't get it. So we can't get AI so advanced where they could take us over.
Of course, like the government is not going to let that happen.
well, the government might.
Yeah, the government might. I wouldn't put all your trust into any form of government.
You really think a human being is going to let technology just like do their job for them?
They said it is possible. I think even Elon
Yes.
Musk said it is possible. Like that evolution, like the evolution with AI, can get so strong. They in a way become so self-aware.
Mm.
They were literally AI almost has a programmable consciousness that mankind has made, and AI, the advancement, it could be the beginning of the end, if you understand.
Yeah,
I mean, AI is still in the beginning phase.
It
right
is
now.
still. It's been kind of around. People are acting like AI is just came out, yesterday.
No,
It's
AI has been around for
yeah,
like the past like
10,
8
15 years. Yeah.
Well, not 15. I'll say the past like 9 to 10 years. AI has been around. It just hasn't been as advanced as it is today.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
here's-
insane the progression just even
Oh,
over the
yeah.
last few years.
Yeah.
Like first it started with just ChatGPT and now there's like agents and stuff like people are like programming different like agents to like say someone calls. I mean there are robocalls, but now like AI you can give like something a prompt and like it'll speak to the person like and it's more personalized. And then it like records like information and puts it down on a computer. It's like it sounds like so human like now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then
I mean, a computer is 1,000 times smarter than a human brain. It processes information faster and it absorbs like knowledge quicker and more efficiently than a human being.
And they extract that knowledge off of everything that's out there, kind of on the internet. That's publicly accessible.
Wikipedia, Yahoo, the Bible, like just any type of like knowledge that's out there.
Yeah, literally anything that's like obviously that it has access to. No, it is crazy, and its potential truly is limitless.
Yeah, its
You know?
potential is unreal.
It is.
Yeah, there's no limits to technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially when have you seen like Japan and China the way they're using technology in that
Oh
country?
yeah.
It's insane the way they use
And they're the
their
ones who
technology.
really do all the development too. They're the
Yeah.
ones who progress the tech space too.
Yeah, all the things we have, all the cars we drive, it's
Yeah.
all from Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Even including Japan, like the Toyota, the Mitsubishi, the Acura, all the fancy cars, they come from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
Our iPhones are made in factories in China.
it's insane.
so every technology we have, that comes from Asia, that comes from China.
Yeah.
Import,
That's
export,
nuts.
baby.
Yeah, it's really.
But
fuck-
Trump put some tariffs on it, so I think there's more stuff being made in America recently.
I mean, if Trump is smart, like he'll avoid like making an enemy off of like certain countries in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
But like we're not getting into politics. That's just my opinion. Like the stuff we have, the resources we have like today, that's because of certain countries in Asia, China, Japan, South Korea.
And his tariffs are one reason why, well, a big reason why inflation is so high right now, because we're essentially paying more for this import-export tax.
Ooh.
Because that's like a big thing. It's a reciprocal. It's the reciprocal tariff act. So basically, we pay more to export or import,
Pay
vice
more
versa.
to import because some of the resources we have come from Asia.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So we have to pay the Asians more to import.
Exactly.
All right, and for them to like export like their resources.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, realistically, they have no. From what like the history I've read between like the U.S. and South Korea and China, I'm actually surprised that those two countries like actually like are allies with us, bro.
Well, largely because of Trump. Trump is he's like basically businessman, final boss. Like
Okay, he thinks like a businessman.
he thinks like a businessman. I think he put us in a lot of excellent positions. What was the one other thing I was gonna say? And just the things he is doing internationally. Like meeting all these leaders internationally. I mean, he met Kim Jong Un back in I think 2016 or 17.
I think it was 2016. He met Kim Jong Un.
And I think
Yeah.
he recently had a summit in the White House, like inviting all the world leaders and stuff.
Mhm. He
That was
did.
pretty cool.
He did, and I have like the utmost respect for all of
Yeah.
it. It's really interesting, actually.
I mean, it's amazing like how Trump has like matured since the last time I saw him like back in 2016 to now.
Yeah, he's doesn't have as much energy now, and I guess he is a lot more composed now.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is a little bit older. And
Oh yeah, he's 78 or he just turned 79 or something like
Oh,
that.
he's close to like 80 though.
Yeah, he's close to 80.
So he's a really old man. I actually thought he was like 60 years old.
Yeah, no, because he wears like makeup, that tan. Like he
That
is
tan
actually
makeup. I thought that was his skin, bro.
no, his skin is really, really pale. Like here, we can pop up
my
a picture.
God. Oh my god.
Like, but he puts like this tan kind of makeup on him. He has makeup,
Yeah.
artists and everything with him. Let's see here.
I mean, I know Tom
Trump
Cruise doesn't wear makeup, and he's 62. Tom
makeup.
Cruise. Like if you see Tom Cruise right now, he does not look his age.
He's young. He looks young.
He looks young, but he's 62, bro.
It's insane.
I mean, that's what taking care of your body and like doing the right things health wise will do for you.
Yeah, because Trump never works out. He believes that the body's a battery. So like,
Nah, the body is a battery.
and like the battery, like if you work out, you're draining your battery, and he finds it to be like a little bit of a waste of time.
No, that's quite the opposite. If you work out, you're preserving more battery life than you are like draining it.
But look, this is him at Mar-a-Lago with like him golfing. So this is him without makeup. This is him sweating in the sun. Yeah, so you see how he is severely more pale, sees a shit ton more wrinkles. Here he looks like 78. But look at him with all that makeup. You see how the white around his eyes? Yeah, that's because one, the sunglasses, when he would wear sunglasses, especially when he's here in Florida playing golf. But that's because like they didn't really put kind of makeup on there. Like see his eyelids, the contrast in his eyelids and eyes compared to his whole face.
Yeah.
And like this is naturally what he would look like.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But like Tom Cruise is another example. Like he's an old man.
Oh, but he
takes 70, but he takes care of his body really well.
He looks 20 years his age. He just was one of those guys who always looked younger than he was. But he's a prime example of taking your health extremely seriously and having discipline
and doing the right things health wise.
Mm-hmm.
But like, even my mom was surprised he doesn't even look his age. I told my mom he's 62, and like my parents always be saying like he looks young for his age.
Yeah. And he's doing all the right things. Maybe that Scientology is, maybe they're giving him something. I don't know, some weird thing.
Yeah, and even that Karate Kid actor like Ralph Macchio, like he's
I know, dude. It's insane how they look like so young.
He's like 65.
They have to be doing something
in his 40s, 50s.
He looks like he's like early 40s.
Yeah,
that's actually insane, dog.
I actually thought of him. I forgot. I knew what guy you were talking about, but I forgot his name. And I was gonna say, you know that movie he was in, My Cousin Vinny, with Joe Pesci?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna. I don't know if I didn't know if you guys were gonna know that, but yeah, he came into mind.
I heard honestly that some of these like Hollywood actors that like look so young like are engaged in like blood rituals and like a part of like Illuminati or whatever. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's not the case with Tom Cruise. Like I think I just can't see it, bro. Like I've literally like watched this man like literally all my life, bro.
He's an actor.
Like he actually does the work to like keep in shape and stay in shape. He doesn't. Like,
but like
to look that young at 62.
But I, even if it's just to look young, I don't think they're doing all these blood rituals.
Yeah.
I do think the Illuminati absolutely does exist. A secret society. There are known secret societies in this world where they do like secretly kind of pull strings. They get the most powerful people, most influential people. Who, I mean, half of this podcast we've been talking about other people like of influence, like actors. Their role is to be an actor, and when you're in Hollywood, every Hollywood actor would never deny that Hollywood is a very tough business.
It's a tough and scary business.
It's a very scary business, and Nick Cannon actually said most women you see on TV have like gotten raped or have like have been sexually exploited by like top executive producers.
Same thing with child actors.
Yes, like, even child actors, and it's scary and it's really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said like every woman you see on TV probably had to suck some fucking dick to be on camera. Yeah. You know?
So sad.
And I even like heard like some rapists like in Hollywood though, like I don't know who this actor was, but I heard about like certain actors that are like a little bit older that like had sexual entanglements with like girls that are like 19 or like 16.
Well, 19 it would be legal.
19 would be
16,
legal. 16
or
15, like that's crazy.
Anything over the age of 18 is considered pedophilia. If you're like over
that's what I'm saying. Like pedophile activity. Like there's some like pedophiles in like the Hollywood business.
Oh yeah, no, there is.
Yeah.
And there was even a movie I actually recently saw. It was about like news channels, like like Fox 5, Channel 5, Fox News, and everything. There's been like the top three blonde women, and even Margot Robbie is in it and plays one of it. They tell their story of being forced to bang all these executive producers, and basically said, "Oh, you want this job that pays you all this money, and you're kind of famous, and you're working and doing your dream? Bend down and get on your knees."
So, so you're saying like Margot Robbie said like these producers like raped
Well,
these actresses.
Margot Robbie played the character of one of the women.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
yeah, like those women have been sexually exploited for fame and to follow their dreams.
It's
And
just
That's
man.
disgusting. That's
yeah,
disgusting.
I mean that's where power can really bring you. You're in a position to make or break someone's dreams, and these women were some of like the most beautiful women on the planet, and they were creeps. A lot of them were creeps. Even Dan Schneider in Nickelodeon, what came out there's a
what about the actor that played in Drake and Josh? Like I know he was kind of some like pedophile activity. Like
Drake Bell, yeah,
Drake Bell.
yeah, he was like texting and sending nudes to like a 15-year-old.
Even James Franco has been charged with like pedophile activity.
It's insane.
Yeah,
You know James Franco, the dude that played Harry Osborn in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that James Franco.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and there's just people who get their ticks. They don't have to be from, like these actors from Hollywood. There's just people, I'm sure, that you even walk past every single day, maybe 40 and 50-year-old people who are into little kids, you know?
It's
And
just
I think that's just a mental disorder. That's me. I'll never be attracted to like a 7-year-old little girl or like
Hell no.
15-year-old girl.
Hell no.
But I mean, yeah, no, I think
What the
that truly is like a mental disorder. Like, because, and they say in a psychological standpoint, they like taking their virginity. The fact that they're so pure and, and they're so experienced, like them themselves are so experienced, and these women or little kids are just so pure, innocent. They want to take that virginity from them.
it's just so sad, like the amount of like
It's disgusting.
corruption and evil goes on and like in the world, and like why do the people with like power and wealth, not all of them, but why do like some of them like just like take advantage of it for evil instead of doing like change and something positive?
Well, a lot of these people had to do a lot of hard work, and they did do a study, like people, who are like top performing, who are like CEOs of top, Fortune 5 companies, are borderline like psychopaths, sociopaths, and just flat out narcissists. They get power trips where, say if I have power over you and I have so much leverage over you, I could literally in a way do anything I want. And I just know you won't tell. I just know you'll still, in a way, submit to me. And maybe I pay you just a bare minimum salary and you're dependent on this money. So a lot of them are just like literally like in a way crazy, yet they're competent. They earn their position for a reason. But like take Jeffrey Epstein, for example. He was one of the most powerful people in the world at the time, and he BS'd his way up to the ladder. And this all happened here in Boca in Palm Beach County. His house that he raped all these kids at and would get these massages. The house in Boca, I've even driven past it. It's only 15 minutes away from
That's
there.
crazy.
And his island, I think it's somewhere on this coast. But who knows what happened on that island.
It's nuts.
But I think that they say power, give someone power, then you'll see who they really are. Money can give you power, but that's not everything. It's just like genuine power over
if you gave someone like influence, like over everything.
Yeah,
you'll see what kind of person they are.
Yeah, you'll see what kind of person they are. They truly can use it for good, or they can use it for their own self-interest needs, which is what a narcissist, sociopath, and psychopath is.
Look at some of these Hollywood actors. Tom Cruise is one of the few actors that he has all the clout, he has all the money, he has all the resources you can imagine, but he still knows how to put it to good use and still knows how to do the right thing with those resources.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like Tom Cruise has helped a lot of people like in both generations, the 90s, the 2000s, any generation in more ways than one.
Yeah, and that to me, I think that's just amazing. I have the utmost respect for him.
Yeah, even Christian Bale built like a shelter for like kids in California. You remember like Christian Bale, like the Batman actor?
Yeah,
Christian
from The
Bale.
Dark Knight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the best Batman.
Yeah, that was a pretty
I
good
feel
one.
like Robert Pattinson is slowly getting that conversation now. He's slow.
Yeah, we just have to see his whole trilogy played out. Because
Yeah.
imagine if we just so there's only one Robert Pattinson Batman film. Imagine if only Batman Begins, Christian Bale movie came out. That's the only movie we can compare
Yeah.
him to, just one. We have to see the whole trilogy play out
Well,
and all the spin outs to
Yeah,
really
right.
make that thing. For now, Robert Pattinson, I think he did a fine job.
He
I
did
like the Batman universe in that and
He did a
everything.
phenomenal job as Batman.
I think Kevin Conroy was the best Batman.
Yeah, that's my personal
Yeah.
favorite. And my
Nah.
personal favorite Joker is the Mark Hamill one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin
'cause-
Conner is my favorite animated Batman.
Yeah. Well, that every Batman, that's mine. Kevin Conroy. I think the DC
The new
animated universe where Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill do, Batman the animated series,
and the
Superman the
Joker.
animated series, the Joker too, Justice League Unlimited, the Justice League show.
DC. Yeah.
I think that is the best representation of Batman and just the DC,
Yeah.
universe ever.
But
It's
my
very
favorite-
comic accurate. They do their own spin on it. I love the
I mean, there's a little bit of drama, action, like the story is more
Romance.
compelling, like everything.
And
It's
they
not
have-
just action.
they have some very dark moments in it too. Some very mature moments too that kind of like scarred me as a kid or
Facts.
when I would see it. But yeah, that is the best depiction of Batman and
And the
like
DC
just the whole
universe.
DC universe is that animated universe.
Yeah, but my favorite live action Batman of all time is Christian Bale.
That's mine too.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna have to see for the Batman trilogy because they plan on making 2 more, so a full trilogy. And I think the first one did very well, and
It did
it has a
amazing,
lot.
bro.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. But for now, Christian Bale has my heart.
Yeah, because the one thing I will complain about, like the new Batman, like Robert Pattinson's Batman, is that they made his Batman like damn near depressing. I know that's the lore of Batman's character, a tragic backstory that leads him to becoming a vigilante to save more lives and like to help as many people as he can. But the Bruce Wayne aspect, like Robert Pattinson nailed the Batman aspect perfectly. He nailed that. But the Bruce Wayne one, like Bruce Wayne is a very like charismatic, like somewhat enthusiastic, but like I know it's for show, but
Yeah, Bruce Wayne basically plays 2 characters. Well, every Batman actor they're playing usually 3 characters, especially the Christian Bale one. There's Batman itself. There's 2 depictions of Bruce Wayne. One Bruce Wayne is what the public sees. He's this hotshot, billionaire playboy
Facts.
who gets all the girls, who says all this stuff, and he's oblivious to Batman.
so the
But then-
playboy.
yeah,
and then
the
there's
playboy.
the real Bruce Wayne where he struggles internally with like the trauma he went through as a kid,
And he's extremely smart
very
and
disciplined,
very disciplined.
very humble, like
Has a very close relationship with Alfred,
his mentor, his father figure, like I know.
And you mentioned Robert Pattinson didn't get to shine great as Bruce Wayne, and I agree. He was just
He was
kind of
showing
depressed.
Very dark.
Yeah, he was showing the traumatic
Yeah,
side
yeah.
of Bruce Wayne. He wasn't showing like the charismatic, like playboy side.
But they said in the apparently for some leaks, and I think the director and writer even called out saying that the Batman 2 is going to be more of a Bruce Wayne movie. So we're going to see more of the side of Bruce Wayne in the Batman Part 2.
Yeah, because I hope we'll see more of the Batman because like he played phenomenal as
Yeah.
Batman. Everything about Batman, he nailed it. Everything
Yeah.
about Batman, Pattinson nailed it.
And with the leaks, they say Clayface will be the one of the villains in it.
I mean, they trying to like make the film this like universe realistic.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, but it is the first depiction of Clayface, and I've even read it. It came out in like the 50s or 60s. So he was an actor, and he would use clay. He would put clay on his face and mold different like faces out of it. And he was a serial killer.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's a really interesting thing. But now in modern depictions, he's this just big thing of clay.
Mutated like piece of clay.
You mutated piece of clay. I do not want to see that. I want to keep the Batman as realistic as possible. But I think
like same thing
Clayface,
like Christian
yeah.
Bale.
yeah, Clayface. If they go that route, if they make it where he's like this mutative thing, I'm walking out of the theater and
What
Now,
if they make him into like a serial killer that puts clay on his face?
puts clay on his face and molds different things. That's why they call him Clayface. And also in acting, he played all these different characters because he would use the clay to make all these different kind of characters. So if they go that route, oh yeah, I'm fully in. And for a long time, they were debating if they should even they were thinking about canceling the whole Batman trilogy
Nah,
because
that's crazy because of the DCU. Yeah,
with the James Gunn, since they were
James Gunn said Batman is not part of their universe.
yeah, but I want that. I want to keep it that way. I do not want the Robert Pattinson Batman and the James Gunn DC universe. No.
Hell no.
There needs to be a new Batman that's more comic accurate, that fits the vibe and everything of the Superman and everything. You know,
Pattinson's a little bit too serious.
he's too serious,
grounded.
and I just want one Batman trilogy, modern, that just is its own thing and its own spinoffs like the Penguin. No, I do not want to see Superman in that. I don't want to see anything like supernatural. I want to keep it as realistic as possible.
All right, so you want to see like Scarecrow type of villains?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like Mr. Freeze type of villains. Those are like realistic type.
Scarecrow was a great villain.
Scarecrow is honestly, most of the Batman villains are pretty much, they are realistic. You know,
but like they're pretty much the same. Joker, Scarecrow, and Bane.
Yeah, like Bane. I mean, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Up.
Just a guy on steroids. That's really it. That's realistic.
Unrealistic ones is kind of Poison Ivy. I don't see someone controlling plants and everything.
Yeah, I don't see that in like. Hold on, who's the director of like the Batman Mad?
The Batman Mad?
No. Who's the director? Like, I know his name is Matt
Reeves.
Matt Reeves. I don't think Matt Reeves is going for like fictional bullshit like Poison Ivy or just like any type of like female with superpowers.
But this is one thing. So we've seen Scarecrow before. We've seen Mr. Freeze before. I do want to see
but that was in like a bullshit Batman movie like Batman and Robin with George Clooney.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
That movie was bullshit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think Mr. Freeze could do well. Killer Croc, you can't do anything with him. He's not realistic in my opinion.
Yeah,
but I would love to see someone new, someone we've never seen on camera before, you know, in live action.
Hush.
Hush.
If they do Hush, that would be perfect.
See, the only depiction of Hush we've gotten is in video games like Batman, Arkham City, and Night. Oh, if they do a Hush backstory, like a Hush thing,
that would be so good.
I think that would be really interesting because the Batman, the first one, has multiple villains. So there's the Riddler, there's the Penguin, and Catwoman.
I mean,
the main one
Catwoman was really a villain.
She was anti.
She was literally just like an anti-hero / love interest of Batman.
Yes.
Somewhat of a love interest, somewhat.
And we're gonna see Catwoman again in the future. We're most likely gonna see the Penguin with how things left off with the Penguin. But they are gonna add like multiple little villains, in the movie that shift the plot in some way. So they say right now, the leaks are pointing to Clayface. So Clayface with that, that comic accurate, realistic approach. One, even in the Penguin, they set up Scarecrow, and I think Scarecrow would be phenomenal.
He'll be phenomenal in this universe. Very good. I mean, I think they set up a Joker, but I don't think.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm getting a little Joker fatigue.
I'm getting tired of them using the Joker all the time because we've seen the Joker in the past like 9 Batman movies.
Yeah, literally.
That's a staple Batman villain.
I mean, that's an iconic Batman villain, but the Joker is a little bit too boring now because we get it. He's a Batman villain, but there are a lot of Batman villains out there.
Yeah. Come to think of it, who else haven't we seen?
We've seen Scarecrow, Joker many times, Bane once.
Two-Face is my personal favorite villain. I think he would work well in the Batman.
But he's already been used before.
Yeah, he's already been used before.
And in Christian Bale's like trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. And that other goofy movie with
George Clooney one. That was horrible.
I think Val Kilmer was in that one. But what was I gonna say?
Talking about this, it's like crazy how these concepts of like good and evil and stuff is like it's like you see it everywhere throughout life in shows and stuff. And I like how like Two-Face I think is also another great villain because it shows like the duality of man, like the good and evil nature side.
Like the conflicting nature within like yourself, like to do the right thing or to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
To be honest, Two-Face isn't really a villain. Like he's actually a very like
Misunderstood.
conflicted person that was dealt the wrong hand.
And this is the thing too. So we say most of the Batman villains are realistic. They actually could exist in real life.
Yeah.
Killer Croc
Two-Face,
cannot exist.
yeah. Killer Croc. He apparently had some skin condition that made it look like a croc, but yet he can like live underwater now.
But Poison Ivy can exist in
Poison
Larry's
Ivy,
Batman universe.
No, there's only honestly a few villains that just can't, exist in real life. But
the superpowered ones that can exist.
Yeah,
Two-Face is definitely one of like the realest villains. I feel like
he has a personality disorder.
Yeah.
That's all he has.
Yeah,
and there's
just
actually,
a personality disorder. Yeah,
and there's actually people who are like that, where they're super normal, super kind.
And then something
that's who they
flips.
are. Then they have either a traumatic thing. It's like an alter ego kind of thing. I've done a little bit of research on it, but yeah, there's like literally people like Two-Face in this world.
Yeah.
Where they have like a double personality they can't control.
I mean, same thing with like, have you watched the Daredevil TV show?
I have not.
Now I've watched. It's a really good show. Like all the villains are realistic. They have like horrific, like struggling backstories, and they're very traumatic. Like Daredevil's one of those like Marvel shows that's like everything is not bullshit about like Daredevil's life. Like it's very realistic. It's very gritty. It's very rough. It can sometimes be depressing, but it has like some light moments to it.
Exactly.
It's just crazy again, like how it all relates back to life.
The fight scenes are like very realistic. It's not bullshit or fake. Like even the bloody scenes are like very realistic. Like there was a hallway fight scene, like a very iconic fight scene from Daredevil, where